G'day beautiful people, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another edition of a Bogan's Opinion. Today I want to talk about chat spammers. Chat spammers exist in all the ELO divisions except probably the tippity top. Now it doesn't matter what is being spammed. Spam is a problem. It distracts people and it makes them angry, but more importantly it fills up the chat to the point where if someone needed to say something important, they wouldn't be able to until the spammer disappeared because there are only a certain amount of individual comments and pings that can be in the chat log. Now, as per usual, I'm going to use a personal experience to further explain my point. Just the other night I ended up on a team with Kia. Now you probably don't know that name. You may or may not know his original account name, which is Von. You may have heard me actually speak about him before. This person is arguably the most toxic member of the Oceanic Paragon community. He is much hated, and I'd just like to say that I personally think he's an extremely good player. He has a lot of individual skill, but he's a very, very nasty person and not the greatest teammate in the world. Okay, so let's set the stage. It's me in mid, freaking hit him up, who's a very good high platinum in safe lane, Flotus, who is a diamond in off lane, and Von, who's jungler. Now Von hates me, has done since early legacy. Why? Maybe because I don't take his shit. I was one of the few people that used to call him out for being toxic way back when he used to offlane a Sparrow, copper death, and then announce that he was going to jungle, and the jungler would have to go and watch his lane, which was normally me. I was normally playing Kai back then, and I'd have to offlane against one or two ranged heroes. Which is awesome. I'm sure you understand just how amazing that feels to have to hold a lane against two ranged heroes. It just sucks. So I'm unfortunately on his team, which means that I'm not going to play well, as I don't know what it is. I just feel pressure when he's around, and I oftentimes don't do well under pressure when I'm angry. When I get angry, I tend to not think very clearly, and I make poor decisions, so I hate being on his team. Now, on the other team is 2 golds, looking good, 2 mid to high diamonds, we can handle that, and a master in mid that almost always wrecks my face. Now, I don't mean master skin, I mean master division, higher than diamond. So I'm going to need help from our jungler, but I don't get it. All I get is spam in the chat to attack river buffs, when their jungler is sitting there waiting for it, and the master mid laner is just waiting for me to move towards it so the two of them can wreck me. No thanks. So then what happens? I get good job spam. Now, we're probably 7 to 10 minutes in, and I'm already angry, I'm already flustered, I'm already frustrated, and the reason for it is because of all the spam. It just gets to me, and it makes me play poorly. So the match continues on. We start being pushed back further and further, the spam continues, and at this point I'm almost utterly useless. As I said, I don't do well under pressure a lot of the time, mainly when I'm in a bad mood, which I definitely was. Our jungler had pretty much stopped playing at this point, and I do mean stopped playing, like had not moved from spawn. And he was there, we know he was there, which isn't unusual for him, and we only had inhibs left. I was angry, my teammates were angry, our jungler was clearly angry, but luckily, we got a few kills. Our jungler decided to start playing again, even though he was clearly just chasing kills to pad his KDA. I shook it off. I think everyone else kind of shook it off a little bit. And I started being better than useless. We won a couple of team fights and we managed to win. And now the master on the other team has been knocked back to diamond. Or at least he was after that match. So that's my short story. The reason for it is not to show that you can overcome all this shit and win regardless of what the hell is going on. It's to illustrate where I ended up mentally after all this and how my performance went due to this. I normally do pretty well, but lately I've put up with this so much that I end up playing so badly and it just snowballs from there. Chat spam drives me crazy. Whether it be the good job spam, the written comments, the retreat and careful spam, when you are clearly surrounded and have no chance of getting out. Like you literally have 4 people around you and no escape. And you're going to continue to spam retreat. I know I should retreat, but I kind of can't. Even the defend insert lane name here spam, when you're clearly on the way there, like, that is infuriating. If you look over and after you've pressed defend right lane and you see someone's already on the way over there, or they're saying that they're on their way there, just say good job. Hopefully it won't come across as sarcastic, and don't spam it any further. I get that they're almost on the inhibitor, but if someone's already on their way there, you spamming defend right lane is not going to make them get there any fucking quicker. It's toxic, it's distracting, it's infuriating, and it does nothing to help your team. Now, I can understand when you notice that a teammate is about to be ganked, that saying careful right and retreat a couple of times will make sure that they see it. I do that just to make sure they see it. That's fine. But once you've done that, why do you feel the need to continue spamming it? Like, if they've just died, why spam careful right lane 5 more times and retreat 5 more times? What's the point? What does it do? Do you not realize that you aren't helping anything by carrying on? Now, I know my story was about platinums and diamonds and a master, but chat spam is extremely common in the gold league, and it would be so great if it stopped. Also, something that I've been thinking for a while, and RGS Ace actually touched on in his latest video, is some things that are clearly missing from the chat selections. Now, there's a very broad selection of things in the chat pings, and some of them can be extremely helpful, but there is nothing that really allows you to tell a teammate that it's okay. Why is there like no nice try or something along those lines? I could not even count the amount of times I've wanted to be able to ping "don't worry about it" after a teammate had to apologize for dying or missing a stun or an ult. At least then there would be one member of their team that is saying, "It's okay, dude. We all do it," instead of him just having to listen to "good job" or seeing nothing. Because you might not think about it, but if you do something really silly and then you apologize for it, and obviously if you get a lot of spam good jobs, you feel like shit. But if you get nothing, you're kind of left to your own imagination as to why there's nothing being said. Like, are they angry with you? Do they think you're shit? I mean, having something there to be able to say, "It's okay, mate, we'll get it next time," would be really, really nice. I think some more positive pings are needed in order to make the community even just a tiny bit less toxic, because the stuff that is there, although it can be used in a constructive way to tell your teammates what is going on, a lot of the times it can be misused to be completely toxic. But there's nothing in there to counteract that, to make someone feel better. But I'm rambling, guys, and that's going to be it for this video. So I would love to hear what you think about chat spam. Do you have to put up with it? Do you do it? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy this video, please smash that like button and subscribe for more Paragon content. But with that said, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. I love your face, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.